Welcome to Unraveling the Scriptures channel. Undoubtedly, one of the most enigmatic and interesting peoples in the entire Bible is the Semitic people, descendants of Shem, Noah's firstborn. But after all, who is Shem? Who is this character, this ancestral father of Abraham? I will be creating specific videos for each of Noah's sons. If you are already subscribed to our channel, please leave a like to motivate us to continue our studies and videos. And for those who are not subscribed yet, watch this video until the end, and if it's relevant to you, subscribe not to miss the upcoming content. Come with me and discover now who Shem, the firstborn of Noah. And Noah said, "Blessed be the God of Shem." Perhaps you have never heard of it, but did you know that Abraham had an ancestral father who gave rise to the people called Semites? This ancestral father of Abraham was Shem, the firstborn son of Noah. The Bible informs us that Abraham was originally from Ur of the Chaldeans, descended from the Chaldean people who inhabited the region of Mesopotamia around 2000 BC. He was a descendant of Shem, one of Noah's sons, and belonged to the Semitic lineage. Abraham grew up in a polytheistic culture but was called by God to become the father of a great nation and leave everything he knew to follow a new path. Another curious people, also brethren of the Chaldeans, were the Arameans of Aram. The Arameans were a Semitic people, descendants of Aram, one of Shem's sons, according to biblical genealogy. They inhabited a vast region in Mesopotamia, with territories stretching from northeastern Syria, through southern Turkey in northern Mesopotamia, to parts of Iraq. Around the 2nd millennium BC, the Arameans began to form a territorially unified state, with their cities and kingdoms gradually developing. They excelled in skills such as agriculture, metallurgy, and trade, becoming a prosperous people. Abraham had relations with them, being also a Semitic people descended from Shem. Additionally, the Arabs and all the peoples of the Middle East are also part of the Semitic peoples. The Semitic ethnicity encompasses peoples such as the Hebrews and Israelites, as well as the Arabs. They share this common ancestry from Abraham. Abraham, also known as Ibrahim in some traditions, is a central figure in the major monotheistic religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. He is considered the spiritual father of the three religions and is revered for his qualities of faith and obedience to God. Over time, due to various diasporas, the Jewish people, also known as Hebrews, ended up mingling with European peoples, losing many characteristics of their Semitic ethnicity. Nevertheless, they are still considered Semitic people, despite European influences in their culture. Interactions with other cultures resulted in cultural blends and influences, but the Semitic heritage remained present in the traditions and identities of these peoples. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Ishmael, and Esau are all descendants of Shem, the son of Noah. Shem had 5 sons, Elam, Ashur, Arphaxad, Lud and Aram. From these 5 sons of Shem, several Semitic peoples emerged. They mainly inhabited the Mesopotamian region, including Iran, Iraq and Syria, as well as Aran, also known as Syria. The ethnicity of Semitic peoples are often referred to as yellow peoples, due to their geographical location. His skin tone was fair and tanned by the sun. Their physical features included hooked noses and dark, straight or wavy hair, as depicted in various images of ancient Assyrian kings. Archaeological discoveries in Egypt also prove that the ancient Semites or peoples of the Middle East had a tan and yellowish skin tone, unlike Egyptian peoples, who tended to have a darker brown skin tone. These physical and cultural differences between the Semitic and Egyptian peoples reflected their distinct origins and characteristics in the historical region of the Middle East. Shem was the older brother of Ham, the younger brother, and he was also the brother of Japheth. Remembering that Ham gave rise to Africans, to black peoples, and Japheth gave rise to European white peoples and also to Asians. Shem, in turn, gave rise to the Semitic peoples. Among the Semitic peoples were the Hebrews, the Ishmaelites, the Hyksos peoples, the Aramean peoples, the Assyrian peoples and the Chaldean peoples, among others. The Chaldean peoples and the Assyrian peoples, from Assyria, are some of the best-known Semitic peoples. By the 19th century BC, Chaldea had emerged as an important cultural and political center. They built prosperous cities such as Ur and Babylon and developed an advanced economy based on agriculture, trade and crafts. Under the reign of King Nebuchadnezzar II, Chaldea reached its zenith as a great empire. Nebuchadnezzar expanded the empire's borders, built grandiose palaces, and is famous for his conquest of Jerusalem, which resulted in the destruction of the First Temple and the exile of the Jewish people. The ancient Elamites were also descendants of Shem. The Elamites were an ancient people who inhabited the historical region of Elam, located in the southwest of the Iranian plateau. According to historical records, they were already established in this region around the 3rd millennium BC. Elam became a powerful kingdom, rivaling other great powers of the time such as the Sumerians and Akkadians. They had a rich culture and their own script, known as Elamite script, which was used in inscriptions and official documents. The Elamites, the Ammonites and the Moabites came from the descendants of Lot. In the future, I will make a video about the people who came from Lot, who were also Semitic people, because of their relationship with Abraham of Ur of the Chaldeans. The name Shem means the heir or the first in ancient Assyrian. In Hebrew and Phoenician, it just means name. Its linguistic etymology is related to the Semitic ethnicity of the peoples of the Middle East. The term can also be associated with the color yellow or a connotation of Orientals in its linguistic etymology, as it is related to the Semitic peoples of the Middle East. The term Semitic does not only relate to Semitic ethnicities and peoples, but also to the linguistic family of Semitic languages, of which Aramaic and Arabic are examples. The sons of Shem formed nations of extremely powerful people, giving rise to great ancient empires. An example of this is the famous Akkadians, led by their king Sargon of Akkad, who subjugated the Sumerian peoples, descendants of Ham. It is worth remembering that the Sumerians were also Hamites. Another Semitic people descended from Shem were the Chaldeans, as already mentioned, and Abraham and his wife, Sarah, were part of this people. Scholars believe that Shem lived approximately 600 years and had many sons and daughters. Shem, Noah's eldest son, is a key figure in biblical history and a patriarch to the Semitic peoples. His importance goes beyond genealogies, being an example of faith, obedience and devotion to God. On this journey through history, we know the relevance of Shem and his descendants in the formation of the ancient world and in the culture of the Semitic peoples until the present day. We hope you enjoyed this exploration and learned more about this biblical character and his enduring heritage. If you liked it, leave your like and share the video so that more people can know the importance of Shem, Noah's firstborn. I will release new videos about the peoples that came from Shem, explaining each one of them in detail, in our series, The Origin of Peoples According to the Bible. Leave comments and suggestions for new videos. See you soon.